Let me try that again. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Lila.
Shabbat shalom, Lila.
Ryan's going to remute.
Shabbat shalom, Carol.
Shabbat shalom, Lori. Actually, Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Okay. Bruchim habaim. Welcome. We're delighted to have you join us for this Erev or evening Shabbat service. I'm honored to share this virtual bima with cantoral soloist Liz Baseman. She's a second-year student at the Academy for Jewish Religion, where we both attend seminary. Liz is a classmate. She is my private Hebrew tutor, and she is a dear friend. Our hope is to provide a meaningful experience both with keva v'kavanah, meaning and intention. There'll be some differences in this service, but we'll make sure that we don't overwhelm you with those changes. We're going to begin with Hine Matov.
Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, 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 shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, hine matov. Ya la la, ya la 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 la. Hine matov, hine matov. Ya la la, ya la 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 la. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
How good it is and how pleasant that brothers and sisters dwell together. It's in the spirit of community that we gather this evening. I'd like to ask that we take a moment to make a transition from getting here to being here. So about a moment, meaning a minute's worth of silence as we reflect on what has brought us here, why we're here, and what we hope to take from this experience. And a prayer by Alden Sullivan entitled, Shabbat is the Place. Shabbat is the place where time and space meet, without questioning how the beginning began or how the ending ends. Shabbat is the place where song and silence meet, blessing each other with the gift of rest. Shabbat is the place where dreams and angels meet, yearning together for a world of peace. Shabbat is the place where holiness and eternity meet, praying together for the world to come. Liz will lead us in the candle blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And now the Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. B'shabbat kodsho, be'ahava uv'ratzon, inchilanu, zikaron lemase bereshit, ihu yom techila, lamikraye kodesh, zecher l'tziat mitzrayim. Kivanu v'acharta, leotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, Shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uv'ratzon, inkaltan. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen.
L'chaim.
This is entitled About Shabbat. Majestic Sovereign, well of blessings, how did you decide to create heaven and earth? Was this your purpose, to make a world of work, for us to toil in service? Did you bring forth a day of rest as a gift to your creation? Or was this your only option, after first conceiving the glory of Shabbat? Was the Shabbat itself your only intention? Perhaps you summoned time and space solely to bring forth the magnificent splendor of Shabbat. We continue with Shiru Ladonai.
Shiru Ladonai kol
And we invite the ministering angels, Shalom Alechem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mihi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mihi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mihi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Zechem leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mihi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Chatzi Kaddish, or the half Kaddish. Liz?
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divrach kirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, u'bizman kariv v'imeru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach, le'olam u'lam me'almaya. Yitbarach, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemei dekudesha richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran me'alma v'imeru. Amen.
I'm going to ask you to rise as you're able, and when I say that, I mean you're welcome to rise physically or simply rise in your spirit so that your soul is elevated to this moment. For our call to worship, the Baruch Hu.
Yeah.
We continue with the Ma'ariv Aravim, bringer of evening. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher Kidshanu, oops, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read the Hebrew below and the transliteration, not working. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bidvaro Ma'ariv Aravim. B'chochma boteach she'arim, uvitluna mishane itim. Umachalif et hazmanim, sader et hachochavim, amishmerotehem barakia kirtzono. Barei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Uma'avir yom uvevi layla, umavdil bein yom uvein layla, Adonai tzavot shemo. El chai v'kayam, tamit yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv. Aravim. Ahavat Olam, eternal love.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Otanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shofteinu, U'kumeinu nasiach bechukecha, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ומצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה, נגע יומם ולילה, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל.
Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All of these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. If you choose to rise as you're able for the Shema, the watchword of Judaism, please feel free to do so, or simply rise in your spirit.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu,
Liz is going to get a little bit of a break, and we're going to turn the mic over to Carolee. Carolee, we need to have you unmute. There you go.
Unmute, Carolee. Unmute.
Carolee, if you press the space bar, it'll unmute, but hold it down.
Okay,
There we
Oh.
go.
it says mute up there.
Perfect.
You're awesome. Everyone else will be muted, but you'll get to go for it.
Okay, can you hear me? All right. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lebavcha u'chol nafshecha u'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha V'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shiftecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam le'od al yadecha v'hayu letotafot beinenecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha laman tizkaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kadoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher Hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem. Emet.
Thank you, Carolee. Who is like you? Michal Mocha.
מי כמוך, באלים אדוני, מי כמוך, נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה. מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים זה לי ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני שער ישראל.
That new soccer melody was new for a lot of us, and I certainly enjoyed it. Vashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, Yehamidenu shomrenu lechayim. Grant, O God, that we may lie down in peace, and raise us up our guardian to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel, for your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. Ushmor tzeitenu, uvawenu, l'chaim ulshalom. Mi'ata ve'ad olam. Baruch atah Adonai, aparei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo ve'al Yerushalayim. And Liz has a special reading, is that correct?
That is correct. Before we get to the Vishamru, I'd like to take a moment and share something that I wrote last week after taking several inspiring classes about prayer poetry. And I wanted to share what I wrote on a very good day. Av harachamim, I am grateful for all the blessings I have been given, especially at this time of fear and sadness. Because I am secure, my heart breaks for those who are afraid, alone, anxious, suffering. Because I feel safe, sheltered in place, I think of those who do not feel the same. Help them, compassionate one. Support them and let them feel held by your presence. Be there in the phone calls they receive, in the connected faces on the screen, in the future promised embraces only imagined now. Protect them, O God, and protect me too, that I might help support the ones who need supporting. For those who risk their lives to help others, brave doctors, nurses, researchers, and caregivers of all kinds, grant them strength to continue their vital work and shield them from harm. And for all of us, here and everywhere, when fear takes over our hearts and sadness paints shadows on our souls, spread over us the shelter of your peace, and let us now and always shelter in place beneath your wings.
Amen.
Amen. The Shamru, the people of Israel, will keep Shabbat. Shameru, Bnei Yisrael, et ha-Shabbat la'asot, et ha-Shabbat Dorotam berit olam. Bini uvein bnei Israel, oti leolam. Bini uvein bnei Israel, et hashat.
No, that's why she's talking.
I encourage you to rise as you're able, either physically or in your spirit, for the tefillah, amidah, or standing prayers. It begins with
Translation.
okay. Thank you. If you haven't muted, if you could do that, that would be much appreciated.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei
Start
Leah,
video.
Ha'el
I did.
Hagadol,
Click mute
Hagibur
until you're there.
Ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Omer Chasadim Tovim, Ve'koneh Hakol, Ve'zocher Hasei Havot Ve'imahot, U'mevii Geula Lifnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibur le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah, Rav lehoshia. Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'al givurot, Umidom elach, Melech memit u'mechayeh, u'matzmiach Yeshua, Ne'eman atah lechachayot ha'kol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh ha'kol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, Ukdoshim bechol yom yechalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
We continue with Shalom Rav, grant peace.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael
A prayer by Rabbi Sheldon Martyr for a community at a time of crisis. May there be healing and blessing for us and all the people throughout the world who live now under the shadow of illness, anxiety, and isolation. May hope turn our faith from our fear to faith, and show us a way to peace of mind, wholeness within, and strength from community. May those who care for the sick with their hands, their voices, and their hearts be blessed with courage and stamina. May those who pursue healing through medical skill and knowledge be blessed with insight, patience, and compassion. Let us, the caregivers and the hope givers, shine the soft illumination of human kindness in gloomy places. May all of us, the sick and the well together, know and feel the blessing of ancient times. Chazak ve'amatz. Be strong and of good courage. We bring the following names before our community. And what I'm going to ask, which is the way that we do it at seminary, and it's not to keep you all silent, it's because it just becomes too confusing when we're all speaking out. So I'm going to ask you to click on the chat below and find where it says mute, not where it says mute, excuse me, no, where it says everyone. And so I'm going to read the names that I have, and then if you would be so kind to share the names that are on your hearts, we will continue then. Jonathan Davidson, Brenda Oppenheim, Ben Henderson, Bob Fry, Nancy Fry, Gloria Mangus, Steve Lux, Chris Goodell, Kathy Kreider, Jan Judman, Pamela Mangus, Julie Lapidus, Lynn Yarmoff, Isaac Lipkovitz, Rivka Lipkovitz. We thank you for sharing the names of those that are in your hearts as well as in your souls as we join together in singing Misha Berach.
Abraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov. Nishaberach imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, veRachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Mishaberach avotenu, Abraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov. Mishaberach imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, veRachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the vision for tomorrow. Help us to reach out to those in pain. May the warmth of friendship ease our sorrow. Give us courage, give us faith, show us the way. Mi sheberach avotenu, Abraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov. Mi sheberach imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, veRachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well.
Can you hear me? Okay, all right. There are too many things to do at once. If you'll bear with me just one moment. Do not talk amongst, well, you can talk amongst yourselves because I'm not going to hear you anyway. Alrighty. I like to begin with a little frivolity from www.awordinyoureye.com. This is entitled The Missing Wife. Morris goes into a police station to report that his wife, Rebecca, is missing. He says, I've lost my wife. She went shopping yesterday and they still have not found her. She has not come home. The sergeant replies, what is her height, sir? And Morris says, I think she's around 5 foot something. This sergeant then asks, and what about her build? She's slim, she's not a big woman. What color are her eyes, sir? I don't know, I've never really noticed. And what about the color of her hair? Well, it changes according to the season and which hairdresser she finds. What was she wearing? I think she was wearing either a blue dress or maybe blue jeans. I don't remember exactly. Did she go shopping by car? Yes, she did. And what is the make of the car, sir? It's a high-performance 560 horsepower Audi and a very special silver gray metallic paint. It has 8-speed paddle shift automatic transmission and a 6.35 liter V12 engine. It has the 51 super performance package, larger than normal alloy wheels, CT bucket seats, satellite navigation with worldwide coverage and direct injection. Unfortunately, it has a very thin scratch on the front left door. And don't worry, sir, we'll find your car. This week's double portion from the Torah, Parshiot Tazria Mitzorah, is found in Leviticus chapter 12, verse 1 through 1533. The readings detail issues of Tumah, ritual impurity, and Tohorah, or ritual impurity, or ritual purity. Tazara'at was an ancient skin element. It is often confused with leprosy. Rabbi Bradley Artson explains that there were elaborate rituals for restoring Tohorah, ritual purity, from serious Sara'at. The ritual took a full 7 days plus 1. This represented a new creation or rebirth of the individual. Parshat Metzorah gives a description of and treatment for various critical diseases. What's important to note is that compassion played a major role in that treatment. The ancient priests responded to diseases with a combination of patience and sensitivity. The priests found a balance between the need to protect the community from the contagious disease and the command to treat those who are ill with dignity and tender care. That being said, the Torah does not dance around the issue. The process the priests had to follow is presented in total. There's no attempt to disguise or hide the unpleasant details. Rabbi Michael White of Temple Sinai in Roslyn, New York writes, the priest protected both the community from the spread of disease and the individual afflicted with the illness. By doing this, the Torah reading implies the priest provided the courage, kind-heartedness, and wisdom required of their work. Diagnosing illness and determining what a skin condition meant were considered a sacred vocation. Rabbi Min Kantrowitz, a graduate of the seminary that Liz and I attend, writes, COVID-19 is not Sara'at, but the two share the mysteries of origin, transmission, and symptoms. Isolation is advised for both. In the Torah, quarantine lasts just beyond a week, until an examination reveals that the affliction is gone. Today, isolation lasts for a longer period of time, but the idea of separation from the larger community is identical. In both cases, thorough cleansing is to take place, with the expectation that the disease will pass, and most importantly, that the community will wait. And as they wait, as did our ancestors, they waited and they expected for the affected to be returned and in good health and to be welcomed back into the community. In the Torah, acceptance back into the community was marked with sacred ritual. The Kohen performed a ritual which marks the change in the status of a person from tameh, ritually impure, to tahor, ritually pure. Today, there is no ritual. When someone is pronounced recovered from COVID-19, there's nothing formal to celebrate that victory, that recovery, or to welcome them back into the larger community. Rabbi Kantrowitz views this as an opportunity. She suggests creating marking the first handshake and hugs. Maybe we need to have a neighborhood parade, first with masks, and afterward singing together without our masks. We could make thank you cards to hang up in the halls of the hospitals. Groups of friends could encircle the recovered person and sing songs of thankfulness and deliverance. We are not there yet. This virus is powerful, insidious, and sneaky. We respond with caring. We clean, we isolate, quarantine, distance ourselves physically from others. We flatten the curve. We Zoom, and we pray. During this time of physical separation, there are many things we cannot and should not do. Yet we can dream and we can plan. How can this time of vulnerability be useful for our spiritual growth? Moses prayed for his sister, Miriam. Knowing that the rest of the community was waiting and praying for her, it must have been moving for her because they didn't move until she was healed. Today, our communities are waiting, praying, and waiting it still. May we all find comfort in that, and may we be blessed with healing, hope, patience, and life. Shabbat Shalom. Okay. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome one and all. We have folks from as far east as Bodie in New York, folks as far north as Mark and Mickey in Oregon, folks as far south as, anyone further south than Riverside? Okay, and all points in between. Although we want to mention Ken and Debbie who are in Salinas. Ryan, can you unmute for just a moment?
Doing some, browsing.
Rosemary, where are you?
Is it more than usual or?
I'm in Texas.
It is? Oh, that's great.
Oh my goodness.
That's wonderful. You're not, you
If
came
y'all
up
could mute,
as,
please.
it must be, are you using alcohol to clean anything?
Okay, I think we're all muted now. Once again, we're delighted to have you with us. We hope that this has been and will continue to be a positive influence in your week as well as your Shabbat. As I mentioned to those who may have been on the Zoom earlier, Ken and Debbie are Liz's parents, and they live in Salinas. And Bodhi, it's been a while since we've had the pleasure of, well, we couldn't hug you, but at least greeting you, so it's a delight and a special blessing to have you with us. We also welcome Rabbi Hillel Cohn and others whose faces I probably can't see because of the view that I have in terms of my speaker's view. I would like to share a simcha, and that is that Omer, day 15, there's a tribute to Jason Winston from his TMI Musar Va'ad, Elizabeth Bauer, Joni Brenner, Emily Fox, and Michelle Weiner. Alan Marinas says the following: when I think of the lessons in Midot I have learned from Jason Winston, I think of loyalty, honesty, persistence, and commitment. These are wonderful qualities in a human being and make it a delight to work with someone like Jason and to count him among my friends. Yasher Koach, Kol HaKavod. Right. Yes. We are going to continue with the Rosh Chodesh.
You're muted, Randy.
Sorry, it's my turn. Yehi Ratzon Sheit Chadesh Aleinu Chodesh Yar. May the month of Yar be a month of blessings, blessings of goodness, blessings of joy, peace and kindness, friendship and love. We count the Omer beginning in the evening. So today is day 15 and evening 16. Today is 16 days, which are 2 weeks and 2 days in the Omer. Hayom Shisha Asar Yom Shehem Shnei Shavuot Usnei Yamin La Omer. Liz?
If we could advance the slides.
I just did those in the wrong order. My apologies.
We are ready to count the Omer, and we wish blessings and the teachings of the Midot as we continue to count the Omer together. So, what's next?
We move from the second week of counting the Omer to the third week. The Kabbalists associated each week with the quality of God. In contemporary Jewish life, this has also become a focus on these qualities of our inner life. The third week is associated with the quality of emet, or truth. What is truth? The word emet is made up of 3 letters: Aleph, Men, and Tav. Emet as truth encompasses everything from A to Z, from Aleph to Tav, the whole Hebrew alphabet. Truth is all-inclusive. Sometimes we bring forth only the good parts of ourselves. Other times, all we can focus on is how terrible we are. Yet the truth about us is not just the extremes, it is everything. It is both that we proudly display and what we try to hide in the shadows. It is not just the extremes, it is the extremes plus everything in between. In a world that seems increasingly broken, we need to embrace the truth of our imperfection as we move to be ready to receive the Torah on Shavuot. The qualities of each week of the Omer remind us that perfection isn't the goal. A never-ending search for the truth is. Our tradition teaches we are to read from the 6 chapters of Pirkei Avot during the counting of the Omer. This is the third week, So we read from chapter 3. This is verse 1. Akabya ben Mahalalel said, "Mark well these 3 things, and you will not come into the power of sin. Know from where you come and where you are going, and before whom you are destined to give an account and reckoning. From where do you come? From a putrid drop. Where are you going? To a place of dust, of worms and maggots. Before whom are you destined to give an account and reckoning? Before the ruler of rulers, the Holy One, blessed be God." This description was a bit graphic. And at the same time, we are admonished to be mindful of before whom we come, not just on Shabbat or on the high holy days, but every day. I'm going to ask if you choose to rise as you're able, either in your spirit or physically, for the Aleinu. Let us now praise.
Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula leotzer breshit. Lo asanu kigoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam. Va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. We continue with Shehunotei Shemayim, the next part of the Aleinu. Shehunotei shamayim ve'yoser haaretz, umoshav yikaro b'shamayim mima'al, u'shchinatu zo begov meromim, hu Eloheinu ein od, emet malkeinu efes zulato, kakatu betorato, yedat hayom behashivota elevavecha, ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim b'shamayim mimal, ve'al haaretz mitachat ein od. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
We appreciate your patience as we flip forward and backward and in between. Our thoughts turn to those who've departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. I'd like to share from Alden Solovey, Season of Sorrow. And if you're not muted, if you could please do so at this time, we'd be most grateful. Season of Sorrow. This is my season of sorrow, a time when struggles recur and challenges arrive, a time of endings and distress. In this season, I've known moments of pain, moments of sadness, and moments of confusion. I've witnessed times of loss and times of grief, moments that have stripped me of wisdom and left me crushed and breathless, cold and in deepening shadow. Holy One, help me recall my seasons of joy, to recall with hope and praise your gifts and blessings, moments of laughter, moments of kindness, moments of peace, times of health, times of clarity, moments that lifted my spirit and comforted my heart. Rock and Redeemer, you are my comfort and my strength, my illumination and my truth. We think of our loved ones who have recently been taken from us, and those who died at this season in years past, and those whose names we have drawn into our hearts with our own. In remembrance, there is life. Our heartfelt condolences to the family of Adele Lucas, mother of Lori Lucas, who passed away today. And those in Shiva and Shloshim. Gary Ferris, father of Tiffany Ferris. Werner Koppel, husband of Susie Koppel. First year, Khalik Diaz, Mark Carricker. I'm going to ask while I read, or before I read the names of those observing a yard site, if you could please put the names of those for whom you're saying Kaddish this evening in the chat, so all may be mindful of that, so that their names will be read not only in our hearts, but in our vision. Evelyn Edith Schwitz, Harry Sherman, Marion Edwards, Rebecca Nagorski, E. Edelstein, Edward P. Tick, Steve Landis, Arthur Youngerman, Herschel Wallace, Richard Archibek, Terry Sokol, Grace Gilman, Anna Shapiro, Sadie Ziegler, Minnie Nedler, Ruth Clark, Sarah Rebecca Winger, Sarah Resnick, as well as the names that you brought before the Jewish community. We join together for the Mourner's Kaddish, Kaddish Yatom. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach Yerutei v'amlik malkutei, v'chayachon uvyomechon, uv'chayet echot beit Yisrael, v'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'talal, Shemei Kudisha Barichu, Le'elon Min Ko Birchata Vashirata, Tush Bechata V'nechamata, Da'amiram Be'alma V'imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'imromav, Huya Aseh Shalom, Aleinu Ve'al Yisrael V'imru Amen. Zikronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Our closing song is Oseh Shalom.
if we could just go back 2 slides, we'll all be able to share the words together. Perfect. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru
My heartfelt appreciation to Rabbi Singer and Jordan for your assistance with the slides and resources. Ryan, for your help with sharing the slides, and cantorial soloist Liz, for lifting our hearts with the gift of music and helping us to coordinate the slide presentation. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and step out of my chair for a moment as we prepare for Motzi.
Well, if you can see the screen, you have Randy holding the most beautiful, yummy looking challah I've seen all week as we joined together in the Motzi. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Okay, now I'm unmuted. I would also like to welcome my sister Vicky, who is down in Mexico. She hasn't been able to join us for quite a while, so I'd like to acknowledge her presence here. Carl is waving hi to her. I'm not sure
Hi,
if
Vicky.
Liz is very okay.
Hi, Mark and Mickey.
Ryan, we're gonna
It's been a long time.
open up against my better judgment
No.
and let you all talk amongst yourselves. We thank you so very graciously and grateful
Good job, Randy.
for the gift of your
Thank you,
presence this evening.
Okay.